Hey guys, this is Pablo Coma here, and I'm going to continue developing the game Healer's Quest. I had a couple of troubles to start the stream, but okay, this time it seems to be alright. So today what I'm going to do is to start to try and hopefully finish, and don't know exactly how much time it will take, to work on the difficulty levels. So currently I just have the normal mode, but I would like to have the easy mode and hard mode and maybe even others. So to do that I will take back a mechanic that I put in place last year, which is a New Game Plus mode. But finally I changed my mind, and I don't like to have this type of New Game Plus so much. I prefer to have a different difficulty levels. So, but the idea is quite the same, because the New Game Plus mode was more difficult when you finish the game. Here I would like to have that the game will be more difficult, but right from the start. So I already defined a value for that, and that was ng plus dmg, I guess, which is actually the damage each each monster will deal in additionally to its normal damage. And I guess the default value for New Game Plus 1 was 2, so every monster was dealing 2 more damage when it was in New Game Plus. And I will try to take this back for the hard mode, which is the first one I'm going to do. But before anything, I need to update my code so that the New Game Plus isn't restrictive in some points, because in my old code I defined that, okay, if it's New Game Plus 1, for example, you don't need to replay the dialogues, because they already had it, and I don't know to repeat myself. So for example, here I have if New Game Plus mode is if New Game Plus DMG is greater than 0. So in my old code this was basically to mean, okay, if the game has already been beaten and the user is currently in New Game Plus mode. But I will delete this kind of thing, because now I will delete that, and I don't want New Game Plus. I want difficulty levels. So the event 55 has something, and I will explore to know what it is exactly. Okay, actually at the start of the game the different options are not activated in the first levels. So before the level starts you can't access the inventory, and you can't access your spellbook because you don't have so many spells. But in the New Game Plus mode, of course you kept your spells, so it was possible to have access to them. But now this is not required, so I will just deactivate this one and look for other similar things. Destroy the buttons. $69 and $75. Okay, I'll check these two. $69 is just to destroy the buttons. Why? This is the first level. By the way, excuse me 1 second, I forgot to launch the chat room. We would like to be able to interact with even possible viewers. So I will quickly launch that. It's done. So right now, if you want to task anything, don't hesitate. Not much space here. Okay. So let's move on. So this is the first level. This is for level equals 1. So it's the basically it's the dialogue before the fight starts. And I wonder why I wanted this to be destroyed. Oh, if new game plus equals 0. So now I need to have to destroy this every time. And here it's an empty. It's an event that doesn't do anything, so we can delete it. So next one is still in level 1, 93 and 94. I want to see that in situation, because when I do a search, obviously I just have the events which features that, but I don't see if there is any sub-event. That's why I need to each time clear the search and then go into the real code to see if I don't have any sub-events that will make that so that if I delete this event, all the sub-events is also deleted, and then maybe it's not something I want. But here there is no sub-event. So here it says that if new game plus DMG greater than 0. Okay, it's the same that before. It's to activate the different options. To be able to review the spellbook, but in level 1 I don't want the user to have access to that because there is only one spell. You don't need to access the spellbook. And then new game plus DMG equals 0, and this one I need it every time because you only have one spell and it's heal. Okay, let's continue. Level 2. Oh, I guess this is the same. And there is no sub-events, as I can see. It's 106, 107 and 108. So I know for sure there is no sub-event, so I don't need to clear the search here in this case. And this is also for level 2, but I guess it will be the same. So here I deactivate the complete event. So here nothing will play, but here I'm just deactivating the condition. So there is no condition. So these actions will play every time. So basically, as here I'm in the dialogues creation layout, event page rather. So most of the time when it's new game plus DMG is greater than 0, I will need to deactivate everything. And when it's equals 0, I will just need to deactivate the conditions, so that whatever the new game plus DMG value, you always run these actions, which is the actions for the basic game, for the first playthrough. Okay, same here. To play always, and this one never. And if you're new to Construct 2, a little tip is that if I click here, I select the condition, and if I click here, I select the whole event. So it seems it's really not far away, but it's changed everything. Okay. Greater than 0. Level 4. To deactivate the tutorial, I guess. I want to have it. Once I have this finished, I will run through the entire game to see what to see if everything works correctly. New game plus DMG equals 0. Okay, that's good. And here. This is an old one. This one too. Well, it's okay. So here this I can delete, and these two I guess. Max level, retry. For level 6 there is something special here. Okay, I'll just first try the basic, and then it's level 50 and I don't need to go so far. Okay, check something here too. Okay, here is good, and one more. Special events. These are the events which are played during the, rather the dialogues which are played during the gameplay. Yes, I need to deactivate a couple of things here too, as I don't want, once again, the dialogues and the scenario to change following the difficulty level. That's the whole point of what I'm doing here. I'll check the big one. It's my main event sheet. HQ main is for Healer's Quest main. There should be something here, and I'd like to know what. Oh, okay. Just to set the value. But it's deactivated, so it doesn't change anything. I need to be very careful with that. Even create a new event for it. On start on of layout, I will change this value. I'll put it to 2, but I will make a new comment. Deactivate for the game, because this is a really tricky part of, for me at least, for in-game development, is that sometimes I put some values into variables to try if everything is alright, and then I forgot to delete them, and when I build the game and make a demo, sometimes the game still has my temporary values to test if everything was right, and this can be dangerous, so I prefer to put it really on the top of the code, and yeah, even it. Yes, I put it in caps so I can't miss it. So now at the beginning of each level, I will set ng plus dmg to 2, which means every enemy will deal 2 additional points. Okay, this is good. I can leave that. It's because the enemies deal more damage, but they also have more life. So this is to increase the enemy's life. I don't think I have much to change here. This one. Okay, now there is something else I need to check. Let's see. Okay, you know what? We'll launch the game and see if everything is good. So here I ask the game to consider me in hard mode. So normally the game should be harder than in normal. But what I really want to check here, rather than difficulty, is that every dialogue is launching correctly. Because as I just explained, sometimes in the old code I changed the dialogues. I didn't place some things based on the fact that this value was higher. Let's start a new game. Whatever. So now everything seems correct. Something I forgot is that I'm in hard mode, so I was playing really normally, and we can already see it's harder because I would never lost by playing like that in normal mode. So it's really harder, which is a good thing, but I need to adjust my playing style, which is good. I like it. So now I will really be careful with my hit gauge, not to put it too high. Try to use the boost as often as possible. Oh, I had a bug. Here the hit gauge was in negative. Number 9. I think it's feasible. Okay, at least we can do it. And I didn't have so much very big stars, so I was rather unlucky on this one. And I already have a defense ring, but I will not equip it. I could go here in the rings and equip it to have +2 defense, but I want to be sure everyone can succeed these levels in hard, even if there is no item, so I don't equip them. Okay, something else is that he didn't ask it, but the got it. The level 2. I think it should be because of the new game plus variable. Maybe not. Or he should have asked me why. He should have asked me, got it, and I should have clicked there to say that I understand what he said. But well, if you're playing in hard mode, I guess you are just like that. I guess you are a big boy and you don't need that information. I don't have much health here. Okay, I can tell it's harder now than in normal, much harder. So I'm already very happy that the hard mode is working. So I will add this to the demo, which will release on April 7th for the Kickstarter campaign. I will still play until the end of the demo. Okay. Did he say what a crap? Because I need to change this. My proofreader told me it was not what a crap, but what crap. So I'm not sure what he said. Here. It's true, I didn't send this level to review yet for proofreading. Our behavior